Hey there, welcome back to Comfy Cat Yoga. My name is Phoenix, and today we're going to be going through a yoga flow that's meant to relieve some cramping due to PMS, or maybe we've worked our abs recently. We're also going to focus on relieving some anxiety, which tends to get heightened around our time of the month. So if that sounds good to you, go ahead and roll out a mat, grab our props, and we'll get started. As we usually do, we're going to start in a nice comfortable seated position. Your legs can be crossed, they can be out in front of you, whatever feels the best to you. Just bringing attention to the breath, making those inhales and exhales nice and deep, inhaling all the way and exhaling all the way. Throughout our practice today, we are going to be doing a couple chest openers, a couple hip openers. These areas can tend to hold on to a lot of trauma, a lot of stress. So if you start to feel any emotions or you feel emotions later down the road, that's perfectly normal. Go ahead and process them in your own time. Take as many breaks as you need. Listen to your body and listen to your mind. We're going to rest our right hand on our chest, our left hand on our stomach, noticing our heart and our breath working together here. Take really deep breaths, fully expanding the lungs and fully contracting them. All of the poses we do today will be great for relieving any cramping you might be experiencing, or at least reducing their effect. So if you have things like endometriosis, this might be a great daily practice for you. Or practice on the days where you're not feeling your best, but would like to get a little bit of movement, a little bit of stretching in. Notice the pattern that your heart and your breathing make together as it fuels your body. Awesome job. We're going to turn on our mat so that our legs can come out straight in front of us. We're going to grab a bolster or a pillow. If you have a bolster, that's awesome. If you don't, just a foam roller, a large pillow, or even a couple of pillows will work here. We're going to set it on our lap, right up against our hip flexors here, almost pressing it into the stomach. From here, we're going to inhale, bringing the posture up nice and tall. We can bring the arms up as well. And then we're going to exhale, folding over our bolster. You might need to hold it there while you fold over, and then you can let the arms come out straight. This is going to apply a little bit of pressure in our abdominals. What you could also do if you're actively cramping right now is wrap a heating pad around your bolster, or just use your heating pad as your bolster. Really decompress the shoulders here. Try not to engage them at all, allowing the weight of your chest to go into the bolster, allowing yourself to creep closer to your knees. If you'd like to, you can also rest your chin or your forehead on the bolster. I can't quite do that just because I have a microphone here. Whatever feels good to you, though. On your next inhale, we're going to gently come up, nice and slow, giving yourself time. This whole practice is just meant to give yourself a little bit of time. We're going to bring the bolster behind our back. I like to hold on to it, and we're going to exhale, curling our spine over the bolster, adopting almost a back bend here. If your bolster is larger than mine is, then the crown of your head is going to be on the mat instead of the back of your head. This is totally fine as well. It's opening exactly what we need it to. Our ribs, our chest. With our hands, we can tee them out to the sides. We can rest them on our ribs, rest them on the bolster, even rest them above our head, whatever feels better to you. This is just opening our abdominals here. This is really going to stretch this out, allowing that blood flow to go a little easier throughout the body, trying to encourage the ovaries to not cramp up as much. Allow the flow to flow, if you know what I mean. Take really deep breaths here. Try to focus on inflating the stomach. This is going to allow your abdominals to stretch out even more, especially on your inhales. On your exhales, imagine the navel driving down towards the spine. Really relax the shoulders, relax the chest, relax the legs, relax the spine. Nothing should really be engaged here other than your abdominals. And only while you're inhaling. So only natural activation here. On your next inhale, we're going to gently come up in your own time. Awesome job. We're going to turn that bolster long ways now so that the end of it is right on our tailbone. You can hold it or you can just let it slide, whatever feels better to you. We're just going to lay back down here. This is just going to really focus on opening our chest, making our body come out to the sides. Really tee out your arms here. Maybe V them out if that feels better to you. You can even have them towards your sides. Allow the chest to open. Allow the heart to be forward. Take really deep breaths here. Allow the shoulders to decompress, wrapping around the bolster or the roller, whatever we're using. As we inhale, inflating the stomach and then the chest. Inflate the stomach, inflate the chest. Let it out in reverse. You're doing awesome. On your next inhale, come up as slowly as you need to. We're going to move our bolster for right now. Just moving mine to the side. And we're going to come into our tabletop position. However you need to do that is great. We're going to stack the shoulders over the wrists, the hips over the knees, the backs of the feet are flat against the mat, feet are running parallel to one another. From here, I'd like you to take some deep breaths. Ground through your fingertips, ground through your palms. From here, we're going to curl the toes under. We're going to walk the hands forward, bringing the chest down to the mat into our puppy pose, keeping the hips elevated. Allow the spine to decompress here. On your next inhale, we're going to come up, walking the hands back, keeping the toes curled under so we can send the hips up and back. Pressing through the shoulders, imagining our chest going as close to the tops of our hips as we can, relaxing the back of the calves so the heels can come as close to the mat as possible. Downward dog is an excellent pose for relieving PMS pain, period pain, since it reverses our blood flow, gives the cramps a little bit less to work with since we're sending it to our upper body rather than our lower body. On your exhale, you're going to bring your weight forward, dropping the knees to the mat, flattening the backs of the feet, and then we're going to drop the forearms to the mat. Coming into a sphinx, we want our pelvis and our uterus area to be resting on the mat here. Just stretching our mid-spine up to our upper spine. Use your fingertips to kind of pull your chest forward, opening the chest here, and breathing. Allowing the pressure of your breath to go into any pain points you might be feeling. Releasing them on your exhales. Awesome job. On your next exhale, you can drop the forehead to the mat. Taking a couple moments here. Before inhaling and coming back up into our tabletop, just as a transition, we're going to send the knees out to the sides of the mat, point the big toes together, and send the hips back. This is going to apply some pressure down there, so it should be really nice for any period pain. Allow the arms to come out nice and straight in front of us. Relax the shoulders. Breathe deeply. Not only are these movements great for PMS pain, period pain, they're also great for digestive pain. So if you're having tummy cramps, maybe you ate something that didn't sit very well with you, this is a great way to relieve some of that pain, get the digestion system working properly again, kind of assisting your bowels. On your next inhale, go ahead and come up. We're going to come back to a seated position. We're going to keep our knees bent here. We're going to send our arms behind us to take some of our weight. We're going to cross our left leg over our right, and then we're going to bring that right leg up as close as we can to our body, wherever it feels good. So you're going to get a stretch in this opposite leg. So you can walk that foot as close to your chest as you would like to, or as far away. And from here, we're going to rock, compressing the lower body, trying to turn the foot over in the same place every time, so you're not shifting all over the mat. It's coming and going from the same place every time. Take really deep breaths here, adjusting your stance however you need to. You can go farther if that feels good to you. Maybe trying to connect that foot all the way to the ground, the knee to the ground on the other side. On your next inhale, come back to neutral. On your exhale, go ahead and uncross that leg. Readjust your hands. If they've started getting a little bit tingly, you can rub the fingertips together, give them a second, and then put them back behind you. From here, we're going to cross the right over the left, just like we did on the other side, and walking that left foot as close to our tailbone as we'd like to, and from here, beginning to gently rock. Once again, you can go as far or as close as you would like to. Awesome job. On your next inhale, come back up to neutral. Go ahead and uncross those legs. We're going to come to a laying down position. From our laying down position, we're going to bring our bolster over, putting it under the knees, scooching it as close to our tailbone as we can, and then lengthening the legs out over the bolster. Maybe you want to keep a bend in them, whatever feels best to you. Just allowing a little bit of elevation here. We're going to interlace the fingers, resting them on the stomach, almost like you're trying to make a dome over your belly button. And from here, we're going to press in slightly, and we're going to take some really deep inhales and exhales. Try to keep your arms in the same place, almost forcing your stomach to come up around your hands instead. This is really going to apply some pressure to any cramping you might be experiencing. Almost imagine you're wearing a seatbelt and you can't exhale past it. You might notice that your intestines start making some strange noises. That's perfectly normal. I don't know if you can hear mine, but mine is definitely making some gurgly noises. Go ahead and inhale and exhale one more time. Awesome job. We're going to bring our fingers and we're going to find our hip bone. Once we find our hip bone, we're going to find the fleshy area that's right above our hip bone, kind of like right over where our ovaries are, or our lower intestines, right? So we're going to kind of make a claw with our hand, or maybe a heart more like, and we're going to bring our fingers into that space, just really gently pressing, but you are actually pressing. And then that thumb's going to stabilize behind. So doing that on each side. So you're kind of doing this on each side of your body. From here, same thing we just did. We're going to inhale and exhale really deeply. Try to make these belly breaths as much as you can. Try to keep the fingers exactly where they are. None of this should really hurt. You might get a little bit of an ache, especially if you're actively cramping. You might get some weird gurgles, but nothing should be like stabbing pain. Nothing worse pain than you've already been experiencing. Awesome job. Go ahead and release. We're going to bend the knees up. You can get rid of your bolster for right now. We shouldn't need it for the rest of our practice today. And from here, we're going to lift our left leg, interlace our fingers over, pulling it towards our chest, applying some pressure again here. Breathe deeply into this leg. Try to connect the stomach all the way to the thigh. We're going to keep our right hand on this knee, that other hand coming out to the side to give us a little bit of support. We're going to straighten the other bent knee. We're going to pull that knee over to the right side of the body, supine twist here. Trying to get some of the cramping that might be happening in our back. If you'd like to, you can also rest that supporting hand on your ribs, whatever feels better to you. Remember to continue to breathe deeply. On your next inhale, go ahead and come up. Exhale, let that leg go. We're going to bend the right knee, interlacing our fingers over, pulling it towards our chest, applying some pressure, and breathing deeply. Keeping the left hand on the knee, letting that right hand go out to the side. We're going to twist over to the left. Supine twist on this side. Remember, you can bring that supporting hand to your ribs if that feels better to you. Breathe deeply. On your next inhale, go ahead and come up. Release the leg on your exhale. We're going to V out the legs. We're going to V out the arms, really opening the chest here. On your exhales, imagine drawing your navel all the way down to the floor. Inhaling as deeply as we can, and then exhaling, drawing that navel to the ground. Recline star pose here. Awesome job. Draw those legs in. Draw the arms in. Maybe resting them on your stomach or to your side. Coming into savasana. Relaxing the body. Maybe closing the eyes or softening the gaze. And then once you're ready, coming up into a nice comfortable seated position. Thank you for letting me lead your practice today. I hope it helped. I hope you're feeling a little bit more flowy. Your cramps have gone away or have gotten a little bit better. Continue these exercises for as long as your cycle is lasting, whatever you need to do. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for letting me lead our practice today. Take peace and namaste. We'll see you later.